Raise your vibration by tuning in to Awakening Code Radio every Tuesday night here on KX 93.5.
Feminine energy, whether it's thin, overweight, with aging, younger, it's all the radiance of the light is always beautiful. The realization is to know that, hey, I'm beautiful because there is the light,
right?
The radiance, the feminine, and then the body change and transform according to the way there has to be naturally. But I never saw in my entire life an ugly woman.
Yeah, beauty is as beauty does.
Yeah,
it really is that, I think, and I so believe that you can be attracted if we get over that initial. If you're not looking for a spouse and think, okay, it's got to be, the right age for me and the right look that turns me on and the right hair color, if you get just past that, the very first gate, and start understanding the true connection that you have person to person and the depth of that relationship, all the things that matter so much, and really what you're looking for is the person that already loves themselves. I would think if you're thinking about getting married or you're in a committed relationship, who you really want to be in a committed relationship with is someone who loves themselves. That's, to me,
got it.
Because they don't need you. They don't need an outside source to say, to endorse them or validate them. That voice is already running strong. That radiance, that light is already in them, and that's what they're running on. That's the beauty of their essence. And then the packaging, it starts that you just notice the external packaging less, but the Zen message of it is when you love yourself, the external package just sort of starts reflecting inner, outer, sort of thing without you trying in the way that you tried. The word diet, you just diet, that very word just says, here I go back up this hill again that I hate to be on. It's no fun. I'm depriving myself. I'm going to go sweat somewhere, and I don't like doing that either. And it's such a mindset. And what you talk about it is something really completely different. And we've all heard it, get rid of the word diet. But the way, I don't know that we say make love to food, or the way I look at Native Americans, the way they it's almost like every meal is ceremonial. That starts shifting the whole experience of why we're eating and our gratitude in every bite, and that in the social aspect that we're slowing down and enjoying the whole thing. Those endorphins are being released, and we're being fed by other than just the ingestion of the food.
Yeah, again, pleasure is a birthright. Pleasure, it's part of life, and to explore it, to experience the most intense pleasure. Relaxation is important. The more the body is relaxed, the more pleasure is possible. Once we allow ourselves to have pleasure with food, stress start to give it's a stress relief. It just makes life more simple, more beautiful, and it is really an art. It's the art of eating. Is the art of making love with everything, and pleasure is just again, it's the upper gate of love, of making love, and food is in a way, and food again is God. It's God in action. God is the energy, and the way that we eat food and inside our body transform into energy, transform, and it comes through pleasure. Now, we have two areas. We can have pleasure in many different ways in life, but there are two areas where we really have pleasure. One is sexually. Why? Because for procreation. Obviously, it's more than that, but for many years, sex has been seen as a place only to procreate, and people have been having sex for pleasure.
Right.
Food, why do we eat? We eat to sustenance, for energies, to stay alive. It just happened that the creators gave us also the capacity to have pleasure, to another reason why we should stay on this planet Earth. One is to procreate, to keep the legacy. The other one to stay alive and maintain it. So it's interesting that every time that there is creativity, creation, every time that there is God, which is like making children, for example, or receiving energy, there is pleasure.
Awakening Code Radio is available on podcast. Visit www.kx935.com. Click podcast, then scroll to Awakening Code's previous shows.